My name is George. I served in the United States Air Force. I served in Lackland Air Force Base, Gulfport, Mississippi Naval Station, and Randolph Air Force Base. I was in San Antonio for about 3 months when 9/11 happened. I was at Randolph Air Force Base doing my normal duties. We did construction while I was in the military. And we're out on a job site. First notification came through that a plane had actually hit the World Trade Center. This was my first experience of ever having to deal with this type of scenario where we're getting attacked here on our own soil. I mean, actually, it's probably the first experience for almost everybody. Went in, hid away, and one of my other buddies who actually was in the Army came by and asked me if I was doing all right, and he could tell that I was a bit of a wreck at that point because I didn't know what was about to happen. And he looked at me and says, "Look, man, I've been in combat before." He's like, "It's scary no matter what." He said, "So, you know, we're gonna be all right. We're all together, so, you know, we'll all get through this together." And went back to the break room, try to relax. And then, of course, they told us, you know, we're going to war. And didn't know how to feel about that. All of a sudden, the whole world changed in that matter of 1 hour. When I got out, I actually got out on a medical separation. And at the time that I was getting out, I was going through a separation with my wife, ex-wife. Then I found out she was pregnant with our first child. I was scared because I didn't know what I was going to do with myself. I wasn't finished with my college. I didn't have a job lined up. I'm going through a divorce, and I'm also expecting my first child. How am I going to be a father? How am I going to support this child? I was scared. And I was battling with other issues at the same time. Alcoholism, something huge in the military that, you know, I wasn't able to get help with because of the fear of getting in trouble for the problems that I was getting myself into. 10 months after I'd gotten out, I was involved in an auto accident that involved alcohol. And I lost everything that night. I lost my vehicle, place to live, family cut me off. And it was a moment that I had to realize what I needed to do in life. And I was confused. Started having real bad anxiety attacks, which was something that I'd been dealing with for some years. But I didn't know that they were anxiety attacks, so I decided to go to the VA. I asked them, what do I need to do? How do I get rid of this? And they told me, you need to talk to somebody. I started seeking help there, and actually helped me out a lot. And to this day, I still go on regular visits, go talk to my therapist so that they can see what's going on with me. What I really liked was there was options. It wasn't, you had to do this. No, it was, we have group sessions. If you don't feel comfortable sitting in a group environment, we can do one-on-one. You know, we can, you know, make sure that the counselor that you're sitting with fits with you. It wasn't so much like it was in the military where it didn't matter how you felt about the process, you had to go through with it. It was more along the lines of, this is what we can do for you, this is what we want to do for you, will you accept that? I didn't want to be in a group because, again, I still had that fear of being judged. And when they were able to match me with the counselor, it was much better for me because I felt comfortable with that person. I was able to open up and tell them everything that was going on with me without having any fear of them judging me or telling me what I was doing wrong. Not once has my therapist ever told me, you know, you're wrong. What you're doing is completely wrong. What he's done is he's lifted me up. He's told me about his experiences, similar instances that he's gone through, and what he's done to help himself. They've given me a guide on how to live, because a lot of times with the anxiety and with the anger issues that I've had, it's stopped me from living because I shut myself off. I put a brick wall up, and I no longer communicate with you or with the next person. And that's a negative for me. So they've taught me just different techniques on what I need to do to make sure that I don't come across those types of situations. And if I do, how to handle them and live a healthier life because of it. The way it's helped out with my family life is it's been great because it's allowed me to open up, be more real with my family, and explain to them what I'm going through and why I feel the way I do. I never actually saw combat, and I feel guilty about that because I was in during some of the most horrendous years that, you know, our country has seen, and I feel like I wasn't a part of it. I wore the uniform, I received the pay, I received the benefits, but I never saw the combat. and I feel like I let everybody down. I feel like I let my family down because my uncles all were in Vietnam, and it was a big guilt trip. But then people started telling me, especially at the VA, the counselors told me, you know, you don't have control over what happened. You know, this could be a good thing for you. The VA has helped me with the relationship with my daughter, being able to be more open with her and explain to her what's going on and why I feel the way I do about certain things, and it's built a pretty strong relationship with my daughter. I think you have to sit down and be real with yourself. We tend to worry too much about what everybody else is going to think, about how they're going to feel because we decided to get help. Take care of yourself and seek the assistance that's available to you. It's out there. If you don't take advantage of it, it really only hinders you in the long run and your family. And you have to think about, if you're not in a good state of mind, how productive are you for your family? And I know everybody wants to be, you know, a great family person. I mean, you want to be able to provide, and when you're not mentally stable, you can't be that provider. And even if you don't have family that you take care of, you have to take care of yourself. It's hard. It's real hard to sit down with somebody and tell them what you're going through because you're afraid of being judged. Let go of that fear and, you know, look for that help, because there are people that want to help. It's just a matter of you asking for it.